Hey Internet, it's RJ. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning into the show today. Now today is Sunday, so you know what that means. We're going around the net with all the news you can use in the week that was in credit and finance. So on the docket for today, we have a new Visa Infinite card on the market from none other than our friends over at Elan Credit Card. We have American Express up to American Express things, handing out some gifts and clawing back some points. Another day in the life, if you will. And we also have a look that we can take at a Capital One update on their lifestyle collection, which is basically kind of like their challenge to Amex's FHR and hotel collections. So of course, if that sounds interesting to you, then go ahead, press the subscribe button, and let's get to work. Now we'll lead off with Elan Credit Card. If you need a recap on Elan Credit Card, I'll give you the 30-second pitch, but there's a full video about them down below. Basically, Elan, I think it's technically Elan Financial Services, but their site does say Elan Credit Card. They are kind of like a company underneath U.S. Bank, and they partner with a lot of regional banks, credit unions to run their credit card rewards program. They are the ones who issue like the Max Cash Rewards card, which is basically a carbon copy of the Cash Plus card. They have a copy of the Altitude Go as well, and people generally like these because it's a way to go around and find a bunch of different Cash Plus cards from all these different places. Well, they are now on the market with another card. This time it's a Visa Infinite card. So let's take a look at this, see if it's worth hunting down. Now I have an example from Associated Bank, but again, as we said, it's going to be the same everywhere. So, check around for you. If you know where the Max Cash cards are, they may have this one too, but that's the example we're looking at. Now, overall, we're talking about the Visa Infinite Reserve Rewards Plus card. Quite a name there, but at least they didn't call it Platinum. I think they already have a Platinum card, though. You're clocking in at a $390 annual fee, which is steep, but it does come with 6x back on travel booked through their Rewards Center, their travel portal, and 2 back on everything else. In addition to that, they're also going to give you a $100 travel credit. They're going to give you Priority Pass membership, which I think gives you about 6 visits per year, so it's not like a full-blown membership, I think, but you can still get some mileage. TSA and Global Entry credit, whichever you prefer. And then they also have a $60 Wine Pass Wine Club membership, which is interesting. I haven't seen that before. And then they also have $240 in credits a year on eligible categories being personal care, entertainment, streaming services, dining, and sports and fitness, and personal care as well. So you got to watch how that works as well. But overall, the intro offer on this is going to be spend $4,500 within 90 days to net you 50,000 points or $500. So that is our new card. Now this ends up being noteworthy because it's a Visa Infinite, and there's not really that many Visa Infinite cards on the market. You're talking about the Sapphire Reserve, technically still the Ritz-Carlton card, which you can get, I believe, is a Visa Infinite if you know how to product change to it. The Venture X is, and of course U.S. Banks Altitude Reserve is a Visa Infinite card as well. Now, overall, I think this is more billed as a cashback card for those who travel, because again, you're earning points, but they're just easily redeemable, or you can use them through the travel portal where you're also getting 6x back. I still think the annual fee is a little steep. The credit, the $240 credit, these guys have found a way to outdo American Express when it comes to monthly pettiness in credits. So the way I understand it from the terms, you actually get $5 per category a month. So if you put it on your gym membership, perhaps $5 per month to go to that. That is quite the way to string people along to get their $240, I guess. So that is a bit much. Now, overall, I don't think there's too much here. If you're looking for a Visa Infinite card, then again, I still think the Venture X wins, probably followed by the Sapphire Reserve. U.S. Bank card is pretty good, but until they adopt the fact that you can pool altitude points, I'm still going to be a little bit out on it because it could be so much better. But again, the real question here is let me know how many Max Cash Preferred cards you guys have. My cashback warriors out there, I know you're pretty deep into those cards. 5X, all the things, as we say. Now, we're moving on to American Express here, and this portion is American Express Gives and American Express Takes. Now, they're giving, we've seen it before, they run these promotions where they send random gifts to Platinum card holders. So you can see on screen, if you are a potential Platinum card holder, the Amex Appreciates promotion is sending you out a $100 gift card or gift code to Charles Twit. I'm sure that's how you say it. They have menswear items, things like that. So if you're a woman with the Platinum card, I don't know, take care of your favorite host, I guess. I like shirts. They probably have black. Medium will do. But anyways, there's never a rhyme or reason that we know of why they're sending these gifts out. So just keep an eye on your mailbox or email. They're probably emailing. I think it's a digital code. So there is that. Let us know down below if you've got anything, this is the least they could do. Now, in addition to that, they take. American Express has also been in the news because they were clawing back some membership reward points. It's more so something to talk about than anything else. We kind of now know who they are and how they operate at this point, but they were actually sending out emails this time versus just random arbitrary. What usually seems arbitrary, but actually I don't think it is. If you take a look at, what happened here, their email says, after careful review, we noticed activity that indicated these points may have been earned or used in a way that doesn't meet the terms and conditions of the membership rewards program or the promotional offer under which you earn them. So this is likely in regards to those referral offers that they were giving people. You got elevated points multipliers for referring friends, which was actually a pretty good offer. So it seems like they were looking for obvious transactions. So, if you were buying gift cards, it's $500 is the max you can put on a Visa card, plus was the $5.95 activation fee, and you're doing it for even amounts and nothing else. It's pretty easy for them to see. Plus, American Express is the payment network, so they have probably better insight onto, seeing that level 3 data that comes through on purchases. So overall, I know most of you think I would probably rant about this, but at this point in the game, people doing this know who American Express is, know this was a decent potential happening, and knowing they're usually on heightened alert when they're issuing or running these types of programs. The more I think about it, I'm going to guess they're more on guard because of gift card fraud, potentially, because yes, Amex still does make the swipe fee and potential interest, but I just don't think they want to be associated with it in any way, even if they are making swipe fees. So I won't rant about Amex. It's their rules, their house. The one with the gold makes the rules. Usually, the rules that what John at Bank Account Bonus Central usually says. So again, there is that. Just be careful. Just come over to Team Chase. And as a quick hit, if you're looking to come over to Team Chase, the Ink Preferred card has an easier sign up bonus intro offer to get now. That spend requirement is usually $15,000 to net you the 100,000 points or $1,000 back. However you want to look at it. That spend requirement has been reduced down to $8,000. That would be a good time because that card is $15,000 is a daunting amount of spend usually for what we're trying to do. So there is that if you're looking for a replacement card and to make up some points. Now, last story of the day, we have Capital One. We have talked briefly about their lifestyle collection before, I want to say. So lifestyle collection is something they're starting to roll out. It's not live yet, but it's aimed at Amex Fine Hotels and Resorts, or the collection where if you book through Amex, you get special perks for staying at hotels within their collection of properties. And I used it once on the channel, believe it or not, when I went outside. It was a strange week, I know, but it was actually pretty good. It's actually one of the Platinum Card's stronger benefits, honestly. Again, and if you watch a lot, I'm not really a big fan of the Platinum. So anyways, Capital One has kind of shared with us through press release what some of the perks are going to be. So let's take a look. So here we have it again. This is going to be for specific cards, their travel cards. So the Venture X Personal and Business, Venture and Spark Miles cards, as you would imagine. So if you've got a Venture X or Business, then you're getting 10x back, 5x for the Venture and Spark Miles, $50 experience credit to use towards things like rooftop drinks, signature restaurants, room service, other amenities, things like that. Of course, room upgrades when available, early check-in, late checkout, and complimentary Wi-Fi. Some of this stuff, complimentary Wi-Fi, that should just be there as well. So we've got the full press release. I'm calling it a press release on ProfitfulContent.com for you. They do list out 4 or 5 example properties as well that this will be coming to. So again, overall, I would say more so, I guess, and again, it's not limited to the Venture X, but I am keeping an eye on the Venture X because I think we're getting to either next year or the following year where Capital One will have to make a choice of how much do they put behind the Venture X. Do they raise the price? Do they start nerfing things? So yes, this program is extended to other cards as well, which is nice to see, but I still think this could follow a trajectory of the Sapphire Reserve where they came out of the gates really hot and all they knew eventually they were going to have to nerf it and raise the price. And Capital, this isn't necessarily about this story per se, but Capital One, in my opinion, is really bad at the cross-sell, is where Chase is probably king of the cross-sell, I would say, then sneakily Bank of America if you do the preferred rewards, but after that, if you don't have the things to cross-sell, it becomes much harder to make your money back on those 100,000 point offers that we saw for the Venture X and the Venture X Business, which is harder to get, but it still has a lofty offer as well. So, it's nice to see them pushing out this program. I mean, I still think over time they have the ability to become probably second in the travel game. I still have to give the nod to American Express. Their lounge network is stronger. Their card does get the 5X and airlines directly, their hotel statuses and things like that. But I do think Capital One, if they tried and played this right, they could become probably the number 2. It seems like they may have caught Chase sleeping a little bit. Chase is, yes, they have their own portal. They've had it for some time. Obviously, they integrated the CX loyalty, but they don't really do anything like this. And I think a program like this definitely appeals to the Venture X consumer that's probably going to book through the portal anyways. That, yes, they've evened out their transfer partners and things like that, but I don't really think transfer partners too much when I think Capital One. I think more so selling the ease of use than anything else. So anyways, that was my thoughts on the luxury collection. It's not out yet, lifestyle collection. It's not out yet, but I'm sure there will be more details to come. I would imagine soon as we're getting right into the height of travel time. But anyways, guys, that has been the news for this week. So of course, if you liked it, drop me a thumbs up down below. If you found it particularly interesting, consider subscribing to the channel because we're posting content just like this every single week. And of course, right back here every Sunday with all the news you can use in the week that was in credit and finance. And if you can't wait that long, then we are over on Profitable Content every single day. That's the channel's blog where we have the latest news stories, we have bank bonuses, and we have credit card offers. All the profitable content you need all on one webpage. Anyways, guys, let me know down below what you think about these stories. How many max cash rewards cards do you have? Capital One, folks, what do you think about my thoughts on Capital One as well? Could be worth a longer term video, I would say. But love to get your thoughts on that as well as everything else you've seen going on in the news this week. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you very soon later this week.